Recently, I took a few months off my Minecraft wheel just because life got a bit busy and got a bit carried away, but every chance I got, I've been building more and more, and today is the day to finally show it all off. Alright, well, you can see I've developed this area quite a lot, but that's not what I want to start with. What I want to start with is actually all the way out in the middle of this field over here. It takes a while. As you can see, this is what I've been up to for the past however many months it's taken me to make this video. It's this little Spanish looking house here. I really like this design, and you know what? I didn't use a single reference image. Isn't that impressive? I didn't use a single reference image for this house. I spoke from the heart, as it were, and it came out with this. Let me take you on a little tour. Let me just watch these power lines. Oh, actually, I need to finish it. I haven't even finished the power line. Why does it take so long to make chains? And you know what's annoying about chains? When you do the fill command with chains, it makes it stand up. It doesn't go across like that. It's stood up. So you can't even fill command this whole thing. It takes so bloody long. Anyway, back to the house tour. Do you want the house tour? Big door into the main hall. There is a very open plan living area. You can see this is like the living room area over here. This area I've designed to be a kitchen, but I haven't really added anything in here yet. This is quite a recent build. Very, very tall ceilings with like beams, like gates for beams, which I think looks pretty cool. Staircase up to the top floor. You've got a big balcony here with a little chandelier, sort of. You can overlook the living room, and you get a little balcony on the top of here, so you can look out over there. You can look directly in front of a power line if you fancy, or into the next suburb that I've been building over there. I'm pretty sure there's only 2 bedrooms in this house, I think. This is bedroom number 1, and in here is bedroom number 2. And as I've just come to realise, there are no bathrooms in this house. Okay, that's a bit of an error on my part. At least it looks nice, you know? Maybe it's so nice you'll do your business in the garden. Who knows? Maybe I'll like section off that bit, but it's very exposed. Like if you're having a poo or something, and just your neighbour can like see you from there. I might have to think about that. But no, this I'd say is my favourite addition. I don't know about ever, but definitely in recent memory, in the past few months, I've really loved building this thing. Next, I did use a reference image for this, but when I was on Pinterest, because I find all the photos that I use off Pinterest. When I went on Pinterest for this video, I literally couldn't find the photo. So, sorry if this is your house. Sorry about that. You can see there's not much of a walkway, and I sort of discovered that after I'd already built all of it. So, you're just going to have to brave it and just walk on the road if you want to walk into town. I'm just going to put it into the law that because this house is really old, it was built before, like, cars were mainstream and people could just walk on roads. Yep. That's the law. That fixes that. You've got a big garage here, the front door leading into the very, very 1970s looking interior. There's red flooring and red ceiling and red walls. Nice little sort of common area kind of thing, leading into a balcony. You've got probably a bathroom there. It's probably small enough to be a bathroom. Bedroom number 1, quite big. And bedroom number 2, again quite big, with our own private balcony. Very, very nice. I think this is a good view, actually. Good view. It's supposed to be like a mid-century modern style, but it just looks a bit pants, to be honest. But anyway, these are the houses that I built yesterday, I think. I don't know. I've basically decided that I've made a big road, right, a few months ago, with just this massive wheat field, and honestly, it goes on for miles. Like, it took me about a minute to fly over here. This house, it just looks a bit rubbish, doesn't it? It just looks so boring. It's just one colour. And I think it's probably not the greatest looking house that I've built. You got the interior here. Everything is just completely white on the inside. Literally like no interesting colours or anything whatsoever. Very bland, boring kitchen. You've got the entrance to the garage here. And you've got what I would assume is either a living room or a dining room. A little common area here with bookshelves and a big skylight, which looks rubbish. That looks terrible. Again, there's not much to say about this house other than pretty boring, pretty bland. This house though, I quite like. So I thought I can't just build a suburb that has the exact same size houses and that look exactly the same. So I've gone for extremely varied types. I like my use of kelp. I used kelp blocks for the garage to make it like a stripy garage door, which I think that kind of works actually. Like with the scheme of the rest of the house, I think it actually looks pretty good. I used tough walls for like the door and the windows, which I think looks kind of good. This is my design for, I think people probably used this before, but whenever people build windows, it doesn't really look like you know the white bits, like the cross frame in a window. You can't really build them very easily in Minecraft, so I tried to sort of go with like a wall design. I don't know, I think it looks accurate enough. I think this is probably as accurate on a small scale as you can go when you're trying to build like a cross frame for a window. You've got a big common area in here. I wouldn't really call it a common area, more like just a walkway. I made a bit of a mistake with the roof, that I made it too low, which means that I had to use quartz, like half slabs for like the ceiling, just to make it a little bit taller, which means that the lights stick out of the ceiling. Living room, cool little pattern on the floor. This is pretty boring, just a boring sort of standard looking room. You can very clearly hear the campfire, the cooker cooking away in the other room. Big bedroom with just a lot of space. Honestly, I put the exact same decorations in every room. It's really hard to like say anything different about every room. Nothing much to say about this house. I think it's nice enough. I wouldn't maybe live there, but you know, maybe someone would enjoy it. Yeah, so this bit is a bit of a work in progress at the moment. I've made the roads actually a little bit wider than my other the other side of the town, just because I think if I'm going to build a suburb, normally suburban roads are quite wide. I pushed the houses back a little bit more just to give it like a little bit more of a front garden, and I made the walkways a bit bigger and the roads a bit bigger. Everything is a bit bigger basically, but in essence it's all the same. I don't know if I've talked about this before because it's quite old now, but this truck I built, this is also off a reference image, but when I built it, I accidentally built it on the wrong side of the road. So basically what I've done, I was a bit ingenious. I thought, I'll make it so it's overtaking something. So I put construction equipment here, fenced off, and then I put it so it's indicating that it's pulled out and it's going back in again. I thought that was kind of smart. Now, I'll show you what's going on over here, because this might take a little bit more explaining. For a long time, this area here was just undeveloped, and there was just the wheat field. But now I've sort of expanded it. So I'm trying to make it like another suburb before. This is like, I don't really know what's a good example, but like the city's pretty close to here. So this is like a suburb, like the start of a suburb, and then you get to like the proper outskirts. What's it called? The rural urban fringe. You could tell I did A-level geography. All the houses look kind of similar, but like they're all made of brick and stuff. But they're all quite big and like luxurious houses. I think my favorite one is probably this house here. This is the kind of house that if I was like designing my own house, this is the kind of thing that I would like to live in. Where is it? Oh, I think it might be in this house. This is my favorite design for a living room I've built so far. And again, I didn't use a reference image, right? Now this kitchen, honestly, I love it so much. It's very old style. So you've got like old bookcases. Maybe you can stick like cooking books and like light reading in here for like when you sat here. This lovely little kitchen here, the furnace and the sink and the splashback. Just realized I haven't built a fridge. Might need to come back to that. But I think it's such a nice design. I tried to make the walls quite detailed. I think I've done quite a good job of this. The back looks so nice. Let me put it into day again. There you go. It looks so nice. Like, I think I've done such a good job with this house. Especially this little bit here. It looks really cool. I'll show you the main attraction downstairs. It's this living room, right? You just think, oh, that's a bit boring. Alright, okay, some bamboo. And then no, look, it's a whole sectioned off living room that looks really lived in and really nice. So you've got like shelves, a little painting, a record player and a stack of records, a little carpet, and a flat screen TV. I just like, doesn't this look so homely and so nice? I really like this design. This is my favorite design for a living room that I've come up with. Really like it. Very nice house. I think this is this might be my favorite house actually on the street that I built here. But yeah, I won't go into detail all of these houses because they all look very similar and they've all got very similar interiors. I do like this one though. This is the one that I built the most recently on this road. I think it looks quite nice. I think I did use a reference image for this one. The thing I did about this, I'll see if I can show you. The garage ceiling is one block lower than the rest of the house. You'll see I made it quite obvious upstairs. Yeah, you can see it's dipped down here. I think over the years I've got to be much better at building. I think I'm becoming more creative the more I build, which I think it's good advice to anyone that wants to start like a city or like just like enjoy building a bit more. All I can advise is just build loads, just like practice so much. I've had this world for more than 2 years now, and I've done so much in it. Like the city, the main part of the city that I don't really visit anymore, I've built all of that. Like most of this stuff, apart from roads, I've just built by hand. You just get better the more you do it, I think. And also just like look around, like I've built so much in 2 years. It's just crazy. Like any free time I get, I'm immediately on this world. I absolutely love it. But yes, that is everything I wanted to showcase. It's kind of nice being back. Like I took a bit of a hiatus just because I was getting a bit like not burnt out. Like it's hard to be burnt out on something that you enjoy doing, but like I had a lot of in real life busyness that obviously like I can't just like dedicate all my time. So I build when I can. I don't know if I'll keep this regular, these videos, because obviously it takes a lot of time to build this kind of stuff and then make a video on it, but I will try and be as regular as I can because I really do enjoy this. So yes, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later.